Okay, everybody, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. When we last left off, we were really doing our best to take a gigantic ice pick to history, and we were kind of succeeding. We are advancing through southern France pretty well. Not as well as I'd like to be. I'm not sure if it's time to reorganize. What's cool is if you zoom out, they'll tell you how many dudes you have. We have 46, they have 44, so we have more than they do, but it sure doesn't feel like it. The advance is slow. That's definitely true. It's slow. It's not going as fast as I'd like. But we do what we do. Let's just hit on pause. We are advancing, and that's what matters. We're going in on them. They are striking our ports. We are missing naval and tactical bombers. That's okay. We're trying to get in there. We are going to try to push them out and maybe do a bit of an encirclement on them. I think we have enough dudes to pull that off. What we want to do is we want to attack them, get them to run away, and then run around their backsides and spank them. We need to get this dude to run, because if we get this dude to run, then we can run up here to Limon, and we can circle them out. And they have a port there, so it won't be the best encirclement we could do. But it won't be the worst either, by far. In the east, we're going slow. How are the Germans doing? Still nothing. They're at war with everyone. With everyone. Well, not everyone. They're not at war with us yet. But they're not doing anything. And apparently neither are the Italians. It doesn't look like they are marching in at all on the French, which is just insane, if you ask me. And I don't know if you did. But it is. Okay, here we go. Let's have some fun. Can we do it? Can we get in? Yes. Okay. Oh, and they're going to try to head us on fast, which is probably for the best. In fact, it's definitely for the best, because if you get encircled in this game, you're done. You're really, really donezo. They are heavily trying to prevent us from doing exactly what we want to do. Which, like I said, is respect for them. How's our production doing? Doing a lot of factories. We are getting lots of stuff that we don't have and that we desperately need. We are training some mountain boys. That's good. We really need these mountain boys. We want these mountain boys to be ready for when the Germans eventually show up. What are we researching? Good. It's all about as much as you can expect. You just get wrecked by enemy air superiority. You just get destroyed. Maybe this is something where I am lacking in this game. Maybe you're not supposed to get as riggedy wrecked as I get riggedy wrecked in terms of enemy air superiority. But I sure do, man. I just sure do. And it's not fun. I don't enjoy it. I wish I could have as much fighters as I would need to pull off the kind of massive air superiority attack that you need. You got doctrine effort. How are we doing here? What do we need? Extra research slot 2? That's pretty good. Or we can get national unity, political power, division recovery rate. That's pretty good. And technology sharing. We're going to get the extra research slot 2. That's generally research helpful. That's generally research helpful. Whew, not great. Not great. I have found in most games where you have the opportunity to go for tech, go for tech. I'll probably play some Stellaris when the new patch comes out, because damn, I have a soft spot for that game. It's not fun right now, which is really sad, because I want it to be, and it's just not. But I'll play some of it when the new patch comes out, and I'll show you what it means to need tech. We're just going to send these brave mountain soldiers directly to the front lines. Oh. Right. The British. So I have underestimated a lot of things. And now we need to reorganize. We're going to take the Death Squad, who are not as deadly as they were during the Spanish Civil War, and we're going to do some reorganizing. We are going to take the Death Squad, we are going to delete their orders, and we are going to give them a front line around here. That was really stupid on my part. really, really stupid. Like, significantly stupid. Like, I'm kind of ashamed of that. Basically, we forgot that we were going to war with the entirety of the Allies, particularly Great Britain, and we forgot that Great Britain holds Gibraltar, which is a critically important part of war. I mean, look, you want to get into the Mediterranean, you got to hold Gibraltar. If we hold Gibraltar, things are good. We don't hold Gibraltar, so things are bad. Things are bad, actually. In fact, we are not doing well here. We have not pushed them out of their port. We are slowing down. I can't believe that Germany and Italy are allowing Republican Spain, ahistorical Republican Spain, to do the lion's share of the fighting in this war. It's just nuts. You might hear my cat meowing. She's pretty cute. I like her. She needs to get fed soon. You know who else needs to get fed? The ambitions of Jose Diaz. You know, I looked up Jose Diaz. He was the head of the Communist Party in Spain before and during the Spanish Civil War. At no point was he the leader of Spain. Again, another fun thing that this game does in terms of history and ignoring it. Great, so now because we moved the Death Squad away, we don't have enough soldiers to hold off the French. And we definitely don't have enough soldiers to hold off the British. This is not going well. This is not going well at all, friends. You know what? We might really leave this to be a cautionary tale. Yeah. I'm not happy with how this is going. We'll hold in there. We'll hang in there. We'll do the best we can. But don't expect a lot. We really needed the Germans to do what they're supposed to do here, which is attack and beat the French. And again, they're not doing that. Not sure why. They're at war with France. They're at war with all these dudes. I'm not sure who they're fighting. Beats me. Italians are also at war with them. Are they actually just... Yep. That's all they're doing. They're literally just trying to fight Yugoslavia. God. Kill me. Disaster. Yeah, and the Brits are crushing us down south. Oh, my poor Death Squad. You didn't stand a measly chance. And we got a bit of breakthrough here, but this one's winding down, friends. Yep, I think this one might get filed under the cautionary tale filing cabinet in the grand realm of history. Not sure, but looking like. Let's do a recap, shall we? Let's do a recap on what we did, what went well, and what did we screw the hell up. Totally shithouse screw the hell up. Let's see. We fought the Spanish Civil War really well. I was really happy with that. I had a lot of fun. We beat the Nationalists. We really had a grand old time doing it. Legitimately, like, I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. There's nothing more to say about that. I think we did a good job. I think we beat them fine. I think we beat them squarely. And then what did we do poorly? Well, we declared war on the Allies because we got bored. And now this is happening. And now we are not doing great. We're just going to see how this plays out. I think we're just going to sit back and relax in our chair and just watch the territory tick away at this point. Yeah, so I guess lesson number 1, fight the Spanish Civil War and do it well. I really do have to say it's one of my favorite parts of this game, no matter who you're playing as. If you're playing as Soviet Union, it's great. If you're playing as Germany, it's great. Basically, if you can get involved in the Spanish Civil War. Here's a free lesson for you, kids. If you can get involved in the Spanish Civil War, get involved in the Spanish Civil War. This is fun. It's a nice early action in the game. Like I said, if you volunteer some basic, motorized or tank divisions, you can really get in there and do some serious damage. It's a great opening to a great game. Lesson number 2. Don't get hasty. Don't take a country such as Spain, which has 21 civilian factories and 18, well, we have more than 18, but a lot of them are taken, about 18 to 25 military factories, and go up against a nation like France and Great Britain. It's not going to work well. If we look at France's national focus tree for a second, they have this whole section here which just gives them factories, a lot of factories. They have this whole section here which gives them massive, massive bonuses to everything. So that was a bit of a screw-up. So, lesson number 1, have a good Spanish Civil War. Lesson number 2, don't get hasty. Could we have done better here? I don't know. Probably. I want to say probably. I feel like if we had waited around, maybe if we'd been more of an opportunist, if we'd waited for the Germans to actually invade France instead of just assuming they were going to, then we would have had a different outcome here. We didn't do that. We just plunged straight into it. Maybe if we'd waited for, like we said originally, maybe if we waited for the Germans to come to us, then we would have had a different game. Probably. Would it have been interesting to watch? I don't think so. Is this interesting to watch? Is it interesting to watch my best laid plans fall apart very quickly because of my mistakes? Yeah, I think so. Oh, jeez. It's not fun to play. Let's do an inventory, shall we? Cool. We are running out of, right now, steel again. God, Spain. It's not fun. We'll try this again sometime, I promise. Let's take an inventory. We have 12. We've got about 40 divisions. 40. Decent. How many are the British bringing in here? We don't even know. A lot. They have at least 12 down there. I am assuming they have a gigantic decryption advantage on us. They're definitely killing us from multiple directions. They definitely have, they don't have air advantage. That's really weird. I would assume they would. Do we even have fighters in the air? Oh no, that's why, because we lost all of our fighters. So we have no planes left, so that's not great. Oh, jeez. So we have 0 planes. Maybe that's an issue. We have 0 planes. We have 1 navy that's getting obliterated. So yeah, this fight's not going to go for us. This fight's not going to go at all. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn the speed up to 5, and I'm really just going to sit here and watch as this slowly unfolds. Because we are being beaten. That's what's happening here. We're not... It's not even like we're being, slowly whittled away. We're being beaten. Beaten back terribly. If we look at the war score, we're still not capitulating. We're only 16%, little burps there. But this is going to go down really quickly. If we look at the rest of the world, still a disaster in Yugoslavia because of reasons. Soviet Union, sitting around, not really doing much right now. Not helping at all. Didn't even send an expeditionary force. Didn't even send volunteers. I guess they knew. I guess when Stalin got the note that said, hey buddy, your best friends, the Republican Spain, have declared war on France, he thought, that's crazy cuckoo bananas, I'm just going to sit here and relax. And he's Stalin, so that's his prerogative. He can do what he'd like. Man, yeah, we're just getting wrecked. I don't even see this. No, see, they've broken in here. I thought at one moment maybe we could do some sort of last stand around Madrid, but this is just an exercise in futility at this point. We're just going to let this play out. We're just going to let this play out. Woof! Rough scenes around here. I don't even know if that would work. Sure, let's try it. Let's take the death squad. All right, I guess we have to at least do a tiny bit of due diligence in defending here. Yeah, see, we don't even have computing machines. All right, what would help? Can we do infantry weapons? Yes, only 50 days. Perfect. Can we do support weapons? 200 days? We're not going to last 200 days. Screw it. All right, here we go, boys. One last defense. Let's do a fallback line around Madrid. And let's assign everyone to it. Let's assign everyone to it. Let's assign everyone to it. And in charge of this army is going to be Field Marshal Jose Arsenio Torrado, because he gives entrenchment bonus. And then we are going to go here and we are going to indoctrination. That's what we need, because sure as hell not doing anything else. And that means we are all fleeing as fast as we can down to Madrid. We got more industry, which is not going to be helpful in the slightest bit. Can we get an artillery upgrade? Yeah, sure, why not? Artillery upgrade, definitely going to work. Maybe this fallback line will work. I've seen people talk online about surviving as Ethiopia in literally two territories for years and years and years until they manage to build up an army and defeat Italy. Sure, I don't believe it, but apparently they've done it. We are going to take our whole army. We're going to take our whole army, if they can get away, and get them in line around Madrid. Boy, this is rough. We're losing everything. Hopefully they don't get encircled. If they get encircled, they're getting encircled. Cool, so we're going to take some of our army. Oh, boy. Yugoslavia has capitulated. That is great news, actually, because hopefully it means that the Germans and the Italians will start going in on the French and the UK. That would be really ideal. We're going to take as much of our army as we can possibly save. Boy, these dudes are down. They're done. I wish there was a mechanic in this game for actually taking prisoners of war, because right now the way it is, they just disappear. And you don't know if they're dead or if they're hanging on for dear life somewhere. They're just gone. They're just donezo. And that's not how war works. You don't just round... Well, you do round people up and slaughter them en masse. That is how war works. But, you know, if you have a bunch of dudes surrounded and they surrender, you take them off and they're still alive somewhere. It would be cool to see how many people are prisoners of war and how many people aren't. Oh, look, we can modify our government. How shall we modify our government in these moments of need? I know, you know what? Everybody get in here. That's how we're going to do it. At the last possible second, everybody get in here. Everyone's going to help us fight this war. See, this is what drives me insane about the AI, is that they're not even advancing. Maybe I was wrong, everyone. Maybe the AI does suck in this game. Maybe. Oh, look at that. They're advancing on Maginot. Finally. And you know what? I bet they're having a real easy time of it, too, because all of the French army is wrecking me. Poor old me in Spain. All I ever wanted to do was get revenge for Hannibal. And then here we are getting slaughtered in our own territory. Injustice, man. Injustice. I don't even think we're going to have enough supply to pull off this defense. I really don't. I don't think we're going to be able to pull off this measly defense of Madrid as we wait here desperately for them to come in. Oh boy. Come on now, Brits. Let's do it. Let's fight. Let's have a real fight. Don't just wait. Yes, yes, there we go. They're cutting us off. They're circling us in. How's our war capitulation going? Still only 47%. Oh, look at that. Okay, yeah, so here's some numbers. We have 37 divisions. France has somewhere between 73 and 123. The United Kingdom has somewhere between 45 and 93. These were mistakes that were made. Mistakes were made. There were several mistakes that were made by me. Yepper. Okay, here we go. The attack has commenced. They're coming in on us. How long do you think we can hold out? That's the question now, my friends. How long do you think we can hold out? judging by the fact that those 3 dudes are taking me down to 56 already, not long, I'm going to say. Because really, if they break us one place, we're done. There is no, there's no reinforcing, there's no re-encircling. If they break us in one place, it's over. And I'm shocked that they haven't just totally encircled us. Part of me really just wants to take control of the British and French armies right now and just have them completely encircle us and put it over with. But no, instead they're going to make us wait. They're going to make us sit here and slowly eat our tapas and drink our wine as they advance on us and take our poor little lives and throw them away. Sad me. Hey, look at Italy. They're coming in on France. How come you're not sending troops to go deal with Mussolini, huh? How come you're so focused on me? Racism. No, it's not. Racism is a really big problem that has nothing to do with this situation. Although nationalism is basically pretty close. I mean, the language becomes very similar. What a mess. What a mess. Come on, come get me. What are you waiting for? Ugh, this is a disaster. Alright, I tell you what, we're gonna come back when it's happening. See you there. Okay, it's happening. If you'll note, France capitulated, the German Reich and Italy went in there, they took care of it, things are happening, Germany's working on who knows what, they're lined up on our border, and we, friends, are finally surrounded. We got some tech, we got some, oh my cat's here, that's cute, we got some tech, we got a new national focus, nothing interesting happened because it's finally happening, we're being taken down. I figured I would turn the camera back on just so that you could see it happen, so that you could see the downfall. That movie about Germany with Hitler, except instead of that, it's Republican Spain. So they're coming in from the south. They're not cracking us in the west. That's nice. Over here, this is sort of a bastion. But these, dude, what happened here, guys? South of the river. I mean, I guess if we get pushed north of the river, that's not that bad because they have to fight across the river. We're holding off. Not well, but we're holding off. See, the problem here is that I don't see this changing anytime soon. You know what? The best thing that could happen is that if for some reason we hold off long enough that the British actually fight their way up to here. You know what? They're not gonna take military access from us. I'll get military access from them, but they're not going to take it from us, which is ridiculous because they desperately need it. The best thing that could happen is that if we hold off long enough for the British to take literally all of our territory, because if they march up here and the Germans fight them off, and the Germans would fight them to the south, and they would liberate our territory potentially, maybe take it for their own. They'd probably take it for their own. That wouldn't be fun. But then if the Soviets show up, they could rescue us at the last second, and that would be pretty cool. We are holding off. This is an insane, madcap, last-minute defense of the motherland. And we can get some more mountain men down. Everyone loves mountain men, we know that much. Brave, terrible mountain men. Out of supply, but brave. Oh, God. This is insane. This is ridiculous. This is giving me hope. Unfounded hope, but hope nonetheless. Hope so much that I think we can squeeze another episode out of this disaster. So, tune in next time. Like, comment, and subscribe to the Scob channel for more madcap insanity like this. And we will come back to the fate of Spain next time. See ya!